All right. How you guys doing? All right. So listen, I'm excited. This is going to be a really good conversation. I hope everybody had a good day today. Monday, Black History Month. Yes. Yes. Love Black History Month, right? It just so much to be grateful for. So many strides have been made, but definitely still more strides that need to be made, more things need to be accomplished for sure. We still have a ways to go, and taking territory is a huge part of that. It's a huge part of that. When I say taking territory, is a huge part of that. And so I'm going to pray, and then we'll kind of get into it. So, Father, we thank you, Lord, right now for this month of Black History. I thank you for supernatural advancement, supernatural increase, supernatural expansion. I thank you for the boldness, the confidence, the clarity to take territory, to execute, to implement strategies, give us insight. I thank you for supernatural wealth being transferred to us. I thank you for 4-figure days, 5-figure days, 6-figure days, 7-figure days. I thank you, Lord God, for thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of rental income coming into our accounts every single month. I thank you for significant cash flow. I thank you, Lord, that you've set us up to be able to live off of the ROI. Now, angels, I send you now to help us, to aid us, to assist us, bring us into the perfect deals with the perfect people and the perfect resources. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right. So listen, here's the reality. Slavery was about territory. Wars are about territory. What we see happening right now, Natalie, in Venezuela, territory. Greenland, territory. Every single time there was a war, it was about territory. And so it is vitally important for us, I believe, as African Americans, to get serious about taking territory. I was talking to my dad yesterday, both of my parents yesterday, who were, big civil rights activists, especially my father. He helped to actually, he was one of the first African Americans to have a business downtown Detroit. And he was telling me the story. He rented it from a Jewish guy who was actually pretty cool, Kim. And he was just talking about, remembering seeing, going to, I think it was Kresge at the time, and not being able to go in a certain door, or being thirsty and going to the drinking fountain and seeing whites only. And we just kind of started to talk about some of his experiences there, and how many sit-ins he did. And he went to Morehouse and then came to Detroit. He was a part of the riots there. And so it was just interesting. I knew some of it, but it's just always really fascinating for me to hear from my dad and other people that are part of the civil rights activists. And I said, what is it that you want us to know as African Americans now? Like, what is important? He said, then we sat in, then we marched. He said, now it's about economic empowerment. He said, the best thing that any Black man or any Black woman can do is set themselves up for ownership. Because at the end of the day, hey, baby, at the end of the day, whoever actually owns the territory, right? Thanks, babe. Whoever owns the territory controls it, right? And so it's really important that we don't just have another generation of renters. And I know there's this prevailing thought of, well, I don't want the responsibility. Well, what you don't understand is that your financial responsibility is going to greatly increase, and you're probably not going to live the quality of life, right, Sean, that you really want to live, because you didn't think about the fact that your rent is going to continue to go up. Your rent is going to continue to go up. That's not going to go down. At least if you have a mortgage, it's set. And then you have equity. Even if it's not the house that you want, it's just important that you get a house. And if you're in a position, like I know Jennifer, who we were just on a team call a few minutes ago, and she's house hacking. She's moving out of her house and signed a lease with a tenant today, finding another property. I'm like, that's brilliant, right? Or if you're in a position where you can say, I'm going to buy a 2-unit, or I'm going to buy a 4-unit. You live in one unit and then you rent out the others. We've got to get really, really focused and serious about cash flow, because until you come into cash flow, you are forever going to be chasing the next business, the next contract. And don't get me wrong, I'm a serial entrepreneur, so I'm about that life. I love business. I love every part of it, right? Maybe you can turn that off. I love every part of it. Okay. So what am I saying though? Until you have money that's coming to you every single day, or every month at least, that you didn't work for, you're going to continue to have to work hard. And the thing about it is, it's not going to get easier, right? I believe that we have about a 5-year window, and it's very important that wealth is not an option, because it's not, wealth is not even a luxury like it used to be. It is a necessity. Why? Because it's going to control where your children go to school, what extracurricular activities they have, whether or not you can send them to the University of Africa or they go to the Boys and Girls Club, which I think both are important. We sent our daughter to the Boys and Girls Club some summers, and then she also went to the University of Scotland, and she went to the University of Stanford, but those weren't cheap. She did Spelman for a summer program in high school. That stuff was not cheap, right? Sean, you have children in college, it's not cheap, right? Then when she graduated, we wanted to make sure she was set up for ownership. Our son, Marcus, we help him get his house. Brittany, we help her get her house. What am I saying to you? The ownership for African Americans cannot be optional. Now, this is the other thing, and then I'm going to bring my brother on here. But this is the other thing that I want to say to you. This is very important. It is very important that you set your children up in real estate. This is very important, because this is how generational wealth is continued down. See, here's the thing. Think about this. What the master did is, first of all, they did atrocious, heinous crimes to us as African Americans, but the whole thing was economic. They wanted to free labor. That's what my husband or my father always told me. He said, you never be impressed. And let me say this, I love all people. I really do. I really do. But I'm just talking facts here in economics. He said, but you never be impressed with a white man's wealth, because it was built off of your great-great-grandmother's back. And so he had free labor. So when you see that he had 100 acres or 200 acres or accumulated millions of dollars, and then he passes it on. He passes the asset on to his children. They bury him on the asset, so now it's tax-free, and he passes on to his children. So the children have a tremendous head start. They got a huge head start because they were left $100,000. They were left 10 units. They were left 20 units. They were left 500. So they got a huge head start. So we don't get emphatic and have family meetings with our children and say, no, you're not renting. I'm going to help you get a house, or here's your house, or here's your duplex. This is what I'm going to help you do. Because the reason they had such an advantage is because they had the asset advantage. And I'm just going to say this, and I'm not going to even really go into this too much, but this is why even when you look at churches a lot of times, and you look at the children's department in the churches, and you look at churches who sometimes you have, white churches, if you will. And again, I love people. I hope you know my heart. So if you're on here, it doesn't matter. Listen, I really do love you, but I'm just talking facts now. You have white churches, and it's like the children's ministry. All the parents are like, oh yeah, I want to work in children's ministry. And black churches, they like, I'm trying to work in children's ministry. You know why? Because she doesn't have the benefit of having a nanny. She's working 2 jobs. Come on, somebody, right? You see what I'm saying? So what am I saying? Wealth impacts the quality, not just of your life, but it impacts the quality of your family, your friends, what you can do, what you can't do. So many of those things. So we don't need to just think, oh, I want to give my child a Louis Vuitton bag for their birthday, or I want to give my child, these dope, boots. That's fine. I don't have a problem with it. But the best gift that you can give yourself and your child and your family is real estate. Because now they have leverage. And so tonight, I'm going to bring on a good friend of mine, a brother who we do a lot of business together. He's scouring the market every single day, looking for off-market properties. There are some good properties on the MLS, let me say that. But most of the time, the better deals are off-market. We also have room for creativity, right? Oh, Felton, as a matter of fact, will you send Cortez that link? I think he wants to jump on here with us. I'm just telling him if he's available, he can jump on. But yeah, so what you want to do, and this is the other thing I want to say. You don't have to wait like the traditional mindset was, okay, maybe I'll do 2 investment properties this year. Child, you can do 2 investment properties in 2 weeks. You don't have to build slow. We got to build fast now. There's so much money that's being moved every single day. And the faster AO, that's my AI sister right there. That's a bad chick. Y'all need artificial intelligence. She's so bad. I got to do my homework you gave me too. But we did an AI mastermind, and we got another one coming up. But yeah, so we're just doing all the things, child. Just doing all the things. But my point is, the bottom line is, I got a little distracted thinking about AI. That's a whole nother thing. But I want you to, this is what I wanted to say. 2026 is a year where people are going to become wealthier faster than any other time in the history of the earth. Okay. Now, you're going to have to make a conscious decision that you are getting ready to get into a rhythm. Everybody that's on the team is in a rhythm. Felton and I have done a lot of deals together, and he's hungry. I don't have anybody on the team that's not hungry. Everybody on the team is hungry. Shaw's so funny. She said she told Cortez that earlier. She said, I know you messing with Jewel. You must be moving with urgency. Got to. Because I have really big, lavish goals. And those lavish goals are not going to happen with the mediocre work ethic. I could be on the couch right now watching Netflix or whatever. Forget that. I got big goals. If you have big goals and you are on this live right now, I want you to put, because I want to know who I'm talking to tonight. If you got big goals, not little goals, not mediocre goals, big goals, I want you to put in the chat. And if you don't got big goals, just don't put it in there. But if you got big goals, I want you to put in the chat right now, big goals. I want to see who I'm talking to tonight, because I got big goals. I got very big goals, right? Very big. I already know my girl, Sean, she got big goals. I was talking to her a few minutes ago, and she's got big goals, lavish goals. She's buying cash flowing properties, cash flowing businesses, all the things. Trina has big goals, right? We going all in. Because see, big goals are going to take big action, Whitney, and they're going to take big, and then you're going to get big results. So when you get on the other side of that thing, people are like, oh my gosh, what did you do? Well, I had big goals. Jennifer has big goals. Kim has big goals. Robin has big goals. So we're going to analyze some deals tonight. So I'm going to bring, what up, though?
I can't call it, you know what I'm saying, just closing deals and, you know,
period.
Doing what I do. Sorry about that. But yeah, just doing what I'm doing, being a servant. As we was talking about earlier, just, you know, just hunkering down, understand that my purpose is bigger than me, and making sure everybody is put in position, and me sharing resources, and just everybody eating as it's supposed to be.
Everybody eating. Everybody got to eat as it's supposed to be. I want everybody to eat. The plumber ate today. My head of maintenance ate today. You ate today. I got other team members eating. That's what it's about. Everybody eating. And the best way to become wealthy is group economics. You cannot do this thing by yourself. You cannot do it by you're not smart. I'm not smart enough to do it by myself. I gotta have an AO to help me make my AI twin, which I promise you, let me write that down on my note. I gotta do it tomorrow, girl. but my point is I'm writing that down for real, child. But my point is that you gotta hang out with people that are specialists. That's how you become successful. AO is a specialist in AI. Felton is a specialist with off-market properties in the city of Detroit. Now, let me tell you, what we're talking about tonight, these are properties in the city of Detroit. You literally can invest anywhere in the world, but I'm telling you, Detroit is one of the hottest markets in the entire world. It has some of the lowest entry. and the strongest revitalization of anything that I've ever seen. It is a Black Wall Street. It is Tulsa before they burned it down. That is exactly what's happening in Detroit. And I want everybody that looks like me and looks like my brother here to have a stake in it. So we're going to have you share some properties. I'm going to go ahead and hit share. Let me see. Do you see at the bottom where it says share screen? It should let you do it.
Hold on 1 second. You're in the show. Yep. I should have hooked this up on my computer. I got my computer all set up. I linked it. I logged in on the phone. Hold on 1 second.
Can you email yourself and maybe join us back on the
Yep. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So let me log out on the screen tip, and then I'm going to jump on the computer, okay?
All right, bet. Okay, so group economics is the way you really become wealthy. Then you got to make a decision that you're going to be wealthy. You got to make a decision. Everybody put in the comment right now, I'm wealthy. Period. You got to make a decision. It can't be like, oh, we'll see. I don't know. None of that. You know, you say that to the babies and the doggies. Put that down. You got to be like, oh, no, ain't no maybe we going to see. No, 2026, I am declaring right now that you make more money than you have ever made in your entire life. And you are going to go all in. And we're not going to be making any excuses. We're not waiting. And listen, I cannot stress to you, rental income is one of the best, strongest ways that you can become wealthy. My dad, testimony, my dad, my grandma, my dad's mom, Jamila, left my dad 10 houses when she moved to heaven. My dad told me last week we were out to dinner, and he said, if I would have known, Amanda, what I know now, he said I would have never sold those properties, because those properties at the time were bringing in like $1,000 of rent, because it's been some years since she's passed. He said I would have been probably making easily $2,500 per property. So he'd have making probably about $30,000 a month on those 10 properties. Then let me tell you something. I talked to somebody else, good friend of mine. You guys will hear from him. He owns a title company. In 2017, 2018, he owned 35 properties. Those properties on average, he said, were bringing in about $1,000 to $1,200 a month. He said, if I had to do it all over again, he said, if I understood what I understood now, he said, I would have not sold one, because right now with 35 properties bringing in $2,000 to $2,500 a month, he would have been at about $70,000 a month in rental income. Sheesh. Do you hear what I'm saying? That money is just hitting. I was just doing a Zoom with my community. What was that, Amanda? About 30 minutes ago, we were just doing a Zoom, and my thing's just going off. Just today, I received like $8K just in rental income. Come on, that is amazing. Right? And it's just the first of the month, because of course a lot of them pay, but that's going to continue to come in. Right? Hey, Felton, I can't see you.
Hey.
I don't see you.
Hold on. I was sharing my screen. Okay.
All right. SC Morris said, Detroit, your former city. I know that's right. What up? What up? No. Do you have to live in Detroit to invest? No, not at all. Not at all. Okay, great. I just shared your screen. I see properties up.
Can you see it pretty clear?
I can. I see it real. I'm going to
remove. So these are the buy and holds. I'm trying to pull up the actual fix and flips. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to try to get it where I want to be able to click the links for the fix and flips. If not, I'll just have to show the addresses, and then if we jump into Zoom, I can send the links and show the pics on there.
Okay, cool. Because we are going to do a Zoom right after this for those of you that are interested in investing in Detroit and want our mentorship and guidance and to see some of these deals. I'm telling you, Felton gets some of the best deals. I deal with a lot of realtors and wholesalers, and he has some of the best, hands down. What was that? Oh, there you go. Okay.
Jill, thank you, Jill.
No, for real.
All right. So most
last night with a client. You be on it. Like we don't taking off.
I just want to let everybody know. It doesn't do me any good to sell you anything that you won't make any money on, because I like repeat business. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to do is, get you guys in, get you a great deal where you can either cash flow it, buy and hold at with a good return, or a fix and flip. Want to make you to make some money. And hopefully you guys, if you were ever thinking to sell it, you will want to list it with me, because I'm also a licensed realtor as well. I do find I specialize in the off markets, but I am a licensed realtor. I do list things. And if you have any needs in Detroit, I'm here for you. Just hit Jewel up and she'll set it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's look at this one property here.
Okay. So which one is this? 4 down?
Yeah. Let's look at. Okay. So let me give you the address of this. I'm going to write this down. Let's see. 19. What is that?
That the first one is Dresden. I don't know if it's possibly being bought right now, or they got a contract out. That's why it says to be determined. I want to say, I remember at one point they were doing like 55 or 60,000, but just keep that in the back of your head. They're actually doing a rehab on this one right now. It's a 2-bedroom in the 48234 area near Persian High School, I want to say.
Hey, do we want to really even look at this one, since we think it's sold? Do we want to look at it?
Yeah, let's move on from that one, because hold on, I can get the answer right now. Hold on a second.
Okay. So he's going to see if they're available. One of the things that we've learned, you got to kind of move kind of fast with these, because they're good deals, and if it's a good deal to us, then it's a good deal to somebody else. I do like these though, because a lot of these are off market opportunities, which is great. Those are like my favorite, is those off market babies. Okay.
And just to let you guys know, these prices are negotiable, all of them. So even though they're set, they have their price. We got wiggle room, just to make it a deal for you. Just don't get caught up and say, oh, that's too expensive for me. We definitely can work something out.
Okay, good. It's a great market for flip and rental, honey. Cortez is on here, who does a lot of our deals. What up, Cortez? What up, though? I don't think he can join us tonight, but he's on here. He does a lot of deals. Get a pen and paper, so we can we're going to walk through some of these. Okay, what's an address that we know is available?
Okay, so Fordham for sure. So
okay, so what's the address on that one?
15600 Fordham.
Okay. All right, great. Now, if you want to, do you want to type that in and then you can pull it up? Oh, wait, let's look at the numbers first. Let's look at the numbers. Let me slow down. Yep. So 75,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
So write that down, you guys. We're doing deal evaluations right now. Okay, 75,000. And then what, do we know what the comps are for that? That one is actually being rented. There's a tenant in there, right?
Yep, tenant paying $1,000 a month, which will increase in the future.
Okay. And then what do you think the comps are in that area?
I want to say they're anywhere from 100 to 125. Just like the deal we just did not too long ago with one of your clients, Jewel, where I'm thinking this one might appraise for a lot more than 75. I'm noticing that properties that are rented out, they seem to appraise a little higher. So I'm thinking this one might be, I'm just speculating here. I'm thinking this might appraise for 125.
Okay, so that's great. That's great equity. You're buying it for 75. You're buying a cash flowing instrument. Do we know how long the tenants have been there?
Now, they did just recently move about 2 months ago, but they were already tenants of ours at a different property. Their lease was up and they just wanted to be closer to the kids' school.
Okay, so they moved. So this property is actually empty?
No, they moved here. So we had another property.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. You had another property. Okay, so these are tenants that you're familiar with. You like them?
Yes. They always very responsible, on time, treat the house like it's theirs. Pretty good bunch.
Okay, so someone would be inheriting some good tenants, which is always a nice a nice plus. I've inherited both good tenants and not so good tenants, but I just was always grateful for the property. You know what I mean? And the equity. Okay, so let's keep going here. So we've got good tenants. They're paying $1,000 a month. We've got good equity at 125. You can buy it at 75. And do we know if there are any known repairs?
No, so before they moved in, we got them all taken care of and squared away.
Oh wow! So there's no repairs.
No repairs. We turned all of our units over. So before this tenant, there was a tenant last year that got evicted. She left it in great shape, though. I'm not gonna lie. She left it in pretty good shape. Just a couple things it needed. They replumbed the whole house. It went from galvanized to what do you call it? Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little sleepy. From galvanized to PEX. And what else did they do? They painted around the house. They fixed some things in the bathroom. I think the vanity and the tub they glazed. I'm trying to think because it was a not a crazy amount of things, but enough. But they got it all done. They fixed the ventilation in there. So yeah, they're not asking for anything. They moved in pretty smooth.
Okay, so that's dope. So $1,000 a month. This tenant is $75,000. This is in Detroit, and then it's a comping at 125. So you're moving in with equity. That is an excellent deal. These are the kinds of deals that I really like when they're already cash flowing, and they're good tenants. So this is a really good deal. And again, if somebody is interested, we're going to do a Zoom right after. You can put see the Zoom is at the bottom of the screen for those of you that want to dig a little bit deeper and possibly do some deals. Okay, let's go next. What does that say? Trouble? What is that?
You can tell you're a West Sider, Jewel. That's Troster.
Oh, Troster. Okay.
So Troster is not very far from Fordham. So it's just recently been turned over. It's empty right now. I'm thinking about the same as far as ARV. I'm thinking about 125, maybe 130, because this does have a half bath upstairs in the bungalow. Let's see. I'm not sure if these are the most up-to-date pictures. Let me click on it real quick and see if I can get some action. Hold on 1 second.
What is Troster selling for?
85, but like I said, price is negotiable.
Okay. All right, sweet. So that's another good deal. I mean, I like that. Troster 85, 125. Is there a tenant in there?
No, it's not. So you can start fresh with rental rate. I want to say the area is getting 1,400 for that size.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
How many bedrooms is that?
That one it's a bungalow, so 3, but it has a really big big room upstairs. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can show a couple pictures.
Okay.
Let's see.
So yeah, that's the stuff that you want to look at as an investor, Val. That's like really ideal to come in and say, hey, L'Oreal. That's what you want. You really want to come in and say, hey, I want to buy a property that's already cash flowing, already good tenants, repairs have already been done, and you just come in and you put yourself in a position to, start, making money right away. So let's just look at Fordham for a minute. If you bought that for 75, comp 125, $1,000, your monthly note on that guy is probably going to be right around $750. But then what you're bringing in is $1,000. That's huge, right? So now you're walking away with like $250. And from a cap rate standpoint, if I had to guess, that's probably going to be right around 12%. Anything over 8% cap rate is good, right? So 12%, you got a good single family. Now, let me say this. I do love multifamilies, cash flowing, but it is good to have a couple single families in your portfolio. They rent very fast, and it's a great way to use leverage, use the equity without tying up the equity on a multifamily. You're just doing it on a single family opposed to a multifamily, okay? All right. You can ask ChatGPT. Amor said, "How do I learn more about these areas?" All these areas are pretty good in Detroit, but that's what I do, child. I get on like if I have questions, I'll just say you can put the address in and just say, "Tell me all the economic revitalization that's happening with this address," and chat will just go to town. Okay.
Hold on, I'm trying to pull up these pictures, but
and I can try to. When you type, did you type it in?
As far as what the pics,
I'm clicking on the link.
Yep. There, you could just click on the link. Can you see the pictures from my end, or you still see the? Do you still see the spreadsheet?
Yeah, I just see the spreadsheet.
Okay, hold on. I clicked the link. Let me see if I can get it. Let me see.
Okay. Now, while he's taking a look at that, a good thing that you could kind of do is tell yourself, hey, you know what? I'm going to take this tax return money that I'm about to get and I'm going to invest. So we have lenders. Cortez is someone we use a lot where he can help you get, on average, you need to think about putting down at least 20% on the purchase price. So if the purchase price is $75,000, then you're probably going to be needing to put down 20% of that. So let's just say in closing costs, let's just say you land at like $18,000. Okay. You might land at $18,000. All right. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. Good job. I see it now.
Yep. So this is for him before the repairs. Just want to give you an idea. Beautiful block. It does come with a garage. I want to say they got to fix that garage door. I'm not going to lie about that one. I done got the pictures up and now I can't find them. Hold on one second.
Yeah, but we do see that. And this is is this Troster or is this Fordham?
This is Fordham.
Oh, okay. Here, nice.
Let me see.
Nice.
There we go. Now I can scroll down.
Nice.
So,
nice.
I mean, this is before they fixed everything, but everything is in there fixed. But if you can see, it wasn't in terrible condition.
Oh, wow.
That's bungalow, nice. Typical Detroit bungalow. Like I said, they tore all that stuff down on the ceiling. They got changed the plumbing. So this is how she left it. But like I said, they fixed everything. Has a gate, big backyard, garage, and the tenant is happy.
That is nice. They did a great job. I love those hardwood floors.
Yeah, but this was before they fixed it up, so it looks even better now. Now I will say this: in the next 5 years, you're probably going to have to replace the roof. I'm just being totally transparent and honest.
Okay.
Yeah, but still a good buy. Like you said, Jewel, you'll come in with a paying tenant to pay off the note, and you're coming in with a lot of equity.
Yeah, that's the part that I like. Val, this is on the west side.
No, it's east. It's east.
Oh, it's east. Oh, okay.
Yeah. A lot of these are on the east. We got some west side ones too.
Where's Fordham on the east side?
Fordham is off in between Kelly and Moraine.
Oh, okay.
Not too far from 7 Mile.
Well, that's a nicer area because that's considered East Point, right?
Close to East Point. Yep. So this one, like I said, this block is beautiful. The neighbors, they have my number. Contractors couldn't even pull up over there without them calling me. Mm-hmm. So one thing, perspective, people, the east side can get a bad rep, but there's a lot of beautiful brick houses on the east side. And this is one of the neighborhoods.
No, for sure. Especially if you're around anything East Point, Grosse Point.
Woods.
Harper Woods. Yeah. Okay, so this is a great one. Okay, so let's look at one more. Troster, I like that one. Or is there any other one that sticks out to you on this list that we're like, ooh.
Yes, one of my favorites. Hold on one second. Let me close out of this one.
Okay.
And let me get back into the list. Sorry, I'm new to this StreamYard. I really like this, Jewel. I'm going to start using this a lot.
I know, it's dope, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, hold on one second.
And again, we're going to help you from beginning to end. So let's just say your credit is not the best, or even if you feel like your credit is good, First thing we're going to do is I'm going to hook you up with Kima. She's going to do a free credit analysis because we've had people who've had good credit, but they still can't get approved because they had too many hard inquiries or they had something on their credit that they did not know. So
can I personally give a shout out to Kima for making, jumping my credit up like in 6 months, 150 points.
Woo!
Yeah, like that. Really like that. I want to give a big shout out to Kima. Even though I wasn't handling my business like I was supposed to, my score was still going up.
Listen.
I still owe you some documents, Kima. I don't know if you in here, but I owe you a couple documents.
Listen, she a bad girl. I keep her. Oh, L'Oreal is using her right now. She just put in the comment, Kima is lit. Yeah, she'll get you together. So then you can get approved for your business credit, your open lines of credit. Yeah, so you got to have, if you're going to be an investor, you got to have a good credit strategist on deck like Kima, for real, because just the minute you get all your hard inquiries off, you start doing deals, then more hard inquiries are going to come on. You know what I mean? So you definitely got to keep somebody like that on deck. Then after she gets your credit together, we'll get you on with Cortez, and then Cortez is going to help you get Jamila. Jamila said Kima's great. She's taking care of her too. They really good. Yes, Amy, connect with Kima. That's right, Sean. Yeah, when I say she gets you together, and then we can get you on the phone with Cortez, who Sean had an opportunity to meet today, and then he'll get you approved. You get 100% financing on your rehab if you need one, or making sure that we help find you the best rates. Rates are coming down right now, which is great for your monthly cost. Let's see, Felton.
Yeah. Are you okay? So this deal I'm about to show, I really, really like this deal. So this is steel. It's off of Finkel and I want to say Myers. Areas coming back. It's lot of brick houses over there. It's in the Bethune community or Littlefield, but it's close to some great neighborhoods with some high comps over there. So I'm gonna pull up some pictures. Needs very little work. You can get that thing going, get some tenants in there. I'm thinking it's a two bedroom, 1 bath with a shared laundry space.
Are you trying to show the picture?
I am. I'm going to have to stop sharing the screen and then share it again. I figure I haven't mastered this StreamYard, so give me 1 second because it's not letting me go to different tabs. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, cool. So the beautiful thing about this too that I want you guys to know, you don't have to build slow. That's like a misnomer to feel like I'm going to do 2 investment properties this year. Why just 2, right? Let's make it 20. Like you don't have to, you know what I mean? You really don't. Whitney, yeah, you can have Kima's information. Absolutely. You don't have to build slow, and the thing about it, you don't have to use a lot of your capital. You can use little capital and more credit, which is what we are endeavoring to do. I really don't like for people to use too much of their own money. Why? Use somebody else's money to build your wealth. Okay.
So the thing about this one is interesting because it is a duplex, but what we've been running across a lot, Jewel, is these areas where they are duplexes, but they're kind of set up. You can tell at one point they were probably a single family home. So this one has it has a single entrance, but you can go upstairs and, they blocked it off and stuff like that. So this is one of those neighborhoods where the comps, you got some super, super high comps over there, but it looks like they been doing a lot of conversions as well. So, but there's stuff. There's stuff in this.
Val asked, what is that, Finkel and what?
What do you say now?
Val asked, what is that, Finkel and what?
Finkel and Myers. So it's an area that's coming back. Full of bricks, full block. There's no like blight on the block. Sorry, they didn't shovel the snow. But if you can see, this place is huge. This is the entrance, share entrance. Hold on 1 second. This is the living room downstairs. And we actually had tenants here. If you can see, that was an eviction right there. Let's see.
That's nice, actually.
Dining room, yeah.
Mm.
Kitchen gonna use a little sprucing up.
Mm-hmm. But I like it because you can tell it's not a whole bunch of work to do.
No, it's not much at all. So upstairs needs a little bit more than the downstairs, but like I said, I'm thinking less than $10,000. Like really not much. This is the upstairs.
Yeah.
Go.
Definitely looks light.
Yeah, carpet needs to be cleaned or changed, however you like is best.
Oh wow. This is okay. I got kicked off. What's the address on this one?
This one is 15097 Steel.
Okay, and the cost?
The cost is $129, but the owner is definitely open to negotiation. Yeah.
Okay, and what's the comps on this one?
So I got some as high as 170 in the neighborhood. I will get you a list of comps, Jill. You know I like to be on point with that, so I can just I'll send you a list where you can check them out yourself and give them a look.
Wow,
but I'm seeing a lot of stuff similar shape, like 155, 150. I see one in the area for 225.
Wow.
Yeah, but that was a conversion. So like I said, a lot of these places are.
This was a duplex they turned into a single.
Yeah, the 225 was a duplex they turned into a single.
Okay, so 4 bedrooms. What rental income? So it's 4 bedrooms, right?
Yeah, all together, 2 up, 2 down, 1 bathroom on each floor.
Oh, that's nice. So 4 beds and 2 baths. So what do you think rental income?
I think max rent is, I would say max rent, I would say 12 a unit.
Yeah. Oh, 12 per unit.
Yeah. That's maximum. A lot of them are going for about like 1,000, 1,100. It ranges in that area.
So that's dope. So you're talking about $2,400 a month. You only pay $125. Your monthly note is probably going to be right around $1,200, but you're collecting $2,400. That's almost like a 50% cap rate, probably 40% if you do taxes and insurance. That's a huge deal. Yep. I don't know why you wouldn't tell me about that one.
This one just came today. This one and a couple other ones just got added to the list.
So the comp on that boy is between 170 and 225, it sounds like?
I would say 150. A lot of stuff around that size there is selling for like 150, but that's like rental grade. It's not like a flip. So if you're trying to maximize, you might want to convert it into a single family and present it like that. Or what was I going to say? You could I'm actually looking at comps right now as we talk. Yeah, it looks like everybody's we got some high stuff over here. So I would say 150 to 225 if you turn it into a single family house.
But if they do a single family, how much can they rent it out for, you think?
I would say about 2,000.
Yeah, so I would probably keep it a duplex and get 1,200 up and down.
Yeah.
A month. This is a great deal. This is a real juicy deal. So it just came in. That's why you're gonna tell me, like, what are you doing? I already know we love these kind right here. Okay, great. Listen, this was amazing. It's about making a decision now. It's about making a decision and making a move and taking territory. I can tell you right now that the city of Detroit is probably, I'm going to say probably about 40% owned by people that don't even live there, right? Those numbers are astronomical. We have to change that. We have to be the landlords because nobody's going to love our people like us, right? And so it's so important socially and financially that we take responsibility for the cities that are majority Black, like a city of Detroit. And of course, we got a Black female mayor now, first time in history. So it's just a great time to be invested in the city. Definitely a Black Wall Street all day. Felton, thanks so much.
No problem.
On here. Last words that you would share for people that are maybe thinking about investing, or if they're wondering if they want to continue investing, because you're working with investors every single day and you're seeing how hot it is.
Yes, I would say this. The time is now. Don't wait for the real estate market to crash. I've literally, since I've been in real estate, I've watched ARVs double and some areas triple. And this has only been in a span of 6 or 7 years. So I would say, please understand, the earth is not getting bigger. The earth is not getting bigger. Take advantage of these deals now, especially the ones where you don't have to put too much work in. Everybody, they want to try to get the cheapest property, or, I want to go to the land bank. And you'll save yourself a lot of time, a lot of money. Get into Detroit real estate before it turns into a Washington, D.C., or a Philadelphia, or a Jersey, or California. I think the time is now. The population has been growing. Appreciation has been showing. It's just all the signs are there. All the signs are there.
Yeah, no, all the signs are there for real. And to your point, we're definitely headed for being a baby New York. I can tell you that right now. And this deal, I really like it. We about to move that fast. I mean, it's no work.
Little floor stuff upstairs, little wall stuff, little paint touch up, little carpet touch up. That's it.
Yeah, but
brand new furnace, brand new hot water tank that they just installed not too long ago. I want to say one of the electrical meters is missing or something, just being super detailed. It's really all small stuff, easy plug and play, fix a little stuff, put some tenants in there immediately.
Yeah, no, I really, really, really like this. Still is hot, still about to be gone. Mm-hmm. I mean, still Trostor and Fordham. I mean, somebody might say, hey, I want to do all three.
Yeah. Right?
Do all three. Go ahead and knock them down, because again, I like multis, but I do have some singles in my portfolio, because when I want to pull equity, I may not want to pull equity out of a multifamily. Mm-hmm. But a single, I'll do it in a minute. I'll leverage it in a minute to get another multi. So it's good to have a couple singles in there for sure. And then in Still's case, that's a duplex. So I love that.
Yeah.
Felton, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for jumping on here tonight. You guys, listen, we're going to meet with you. If you want to meet, you can get on sevenfigureinvestor.com. We can go answer some questions. If you want to come in and say, hey, I want to join this amazing real estate community. I want some of these deals. I want in on it. Get on there right now. I'm not going to be on there all night because it's getting late, but I do want to have an opportunity to maybe answer some of your questions for those of you that have questions. So I'll jump on there right now.
I was going to say one thing, guys. I got some better deals for that one. I was saving the good part for last.
Listen.
You want to miss this?
Like I know. Mm-hmm. If you know, like I know, okay? You can tell the truth with that. He be having so. I'll be like, bruh, write the PA up now, okay? Mm-hmm. So listen, I'll see y'all on sevenfigureinvestor.com for those of you that are ready to get started in a real estate journey. All right, everybody have a good night. Bye-bye.